I'm Ralph Oliva. I'm Executive Director of the Institute for the Study of Business Markets, which our headquarters is at Penn State. We're really the largest collection of researchers focused on business to business in the world. I'm also a professor of marketing at Penn State and teaching the MBA and the executive MBA programs. And I'm one of the few professors that actually teaches business to business marketing at the second year MBA level. I think marketers really need to step up. We need to step up and step out into the line of being seen as critical to driving the organic growth of the firm. I think if we compartmentalize ourselves too much, if we say that if we stay focused just on the communication side of the equation, we won't be seeing the full potential of marketing. Market-driven innovation is the next big thing in my view. And this means marketers not only looking to be connected to the CIO to tie to information technology, but I'm advocating that marketers get connected to the CTO, the Chief Technology Officer. In some of our most innovative firms, marketing now reports to the CTO and is creating a culture of innovation that's more market connected from the get-go. To me, that's the big thing. There are really three in my view, and there's breakdown in language, there's breakdown in process, and there's breakdown in organization. Conversely, when we work with firms to improve the connection between marketing and sales, first thing we do is try to create a strong common language of value. That's a very interesting, that's a reserved, very sacred word to us. We always view value in quantitative terms, and we view those quantitative terms not just for the hard edges of the offering, the core molecule, the core widget, but all of the soft things as well, the value of your brand, the value of your relationships, the low turnover rate of your sales force, the experience of your people. We look to put all of that in quantitative terms and create a language that across marketing and sales is the same, that we are fundamentally creating, transmitting, delivering, and profitably harvesting value. So that's one linkage we try to build. Second is process. Often marketing and sales have completely orthogonal processes. I had asked one time one of our member firms, how would you characterize the relationship between marketing and sales in your firm? And the person thought for a while and he said, well, there is something worse than hate. And I said, well, that's pretty drastic, isn't it? I said, what do you mean? He says, well, to hate someone, you have to have a relationship with them. And our marketing and sales people are in completely different orbits. So their processes were disconnected. Marketing was going through a process and creating leads and doing things that supposedly were enabling the sales force to do a better job, but the sales force was by and large doing their same version of those things. So we look to build an integrated process, and that process linkage is critical. So process linkage, and then there's organization. Sometimes the organizational boundaries that are set up between marketing and sales inherently make that much more difficult than it needs to be. Finding organizational linkages, but particularly between marketing management and sales management, so that we're seeing innovative ways in which the organizations can be linked together. So I'd say to improve the marketing sales linkage, just look at language, look at process, look at organization, and look to make corrections on all three of those axes. That's what we've seen produce the best results in our member firms. The next big thing in B2B marketing is if marketing doesn't jump in to the middle of the space for driving organic growth, the next big thing for B2B marketing may be nothing. We may cease to exist. I see marketing being marginalized in many, many member firms, strong organizations that are trying to create new value, decentralizing. Moving to look at marketing as a way to cut cost. A way to bank money that can be logically moved from one end of the firm to the other in a time of crisis without violating the general and accepted accounting principles. I see a lot of games still going on in firms. So I'm concerned about our practice right now. The firms that we see really where marketing is just viewed as essential, see marketing as the driving engine for growth. And in firms where marketing is just viewed as a group of specialists doing communications or playing with social media, I think those folks could get marginalized. Now, beyond that, when marketing steps into that, the most exciting thing for me to marketing is something that Scott, I think, did a good job of framing, is marketing taking over the whole idea of what the product is. and extending the product, and extending it in linkage in ways we haven't even seen yet. One of the things on the horizon that makes this interesting to me is something called the Internet of Things, where various systems, things, even chemicals flowing through pipelines can talk to other systems and create linkages to the customer's business design in whole new ways. But it's marketers driving that. And I think if we don't step up to the challenge of organic growth, we marginalize our practice, and the future is bleak. When we step in to being the driving force for driving organic growth, marketers provide the creative energy that gets beyond the molecule down to how can we fundamentally link together with our customers in whole new ways to create value. And that's the next big thing. How do we do that better?